Hey everybody, this is Larry. This is me going with Q2 of the weekly contest 460, maximum number of subsequences after one inserting. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, join me in Discord, let me know what you think about this one. I thought for Q2 medium this was okay. I made a silly mistake anyway. And actually even my AC code, my accepted code, it's not ideal. But I think for me there are only a couple of cases, right? You could probably handle this in a number of ways, but the thing that and this problem also is a little bit tricky to read, right? But you can insert anything you want, but of course it doesn't make sense to insert anything that's not LCT. What is LCT? Leetcode? Leetcode T? I actually didn't ask that about that. Don't know. In any case, yeah, you want the maximum number of count of L, C, and T in the string, and they're really only a couple of like case analysis type thing, right? And for this, in a greedy way, in any string, well, you want to add the L in the very front, and you could do this greedy idea by using the swap principle, right? Meaning that if you move L a little bit toward the end, well, you can only pass C, or yeah, you only pass C's, right? And if you pass a C, that's already not as good. So you want to put the L order in the beginning. And then in a similar way, you always want to put T all the way at the end, right? So then that was already two cases. You put the L order in the beginning, a T all the way at the end, as possibility of adding any one letter. And of course, anything that's not LCT doesn't make sense, right? So then what about the C? Well, the C then now, you can kind of brute force inserting C everywhere because you only have one string anyway. And honestly, you could probably brute force L and T inserting it everywhere as well. But I don't know. I thought it was, I guess that's probably fine. But the way that I wrote it is very specific. So that would have been added a bit of complexity for sure. But yeah, but that's basically how I kind of came across it. My code, let's not look at this for a second. As I said, I have L at the beginning, T at the end, and then I have this parameter that just lets me add anywhere. I don't know if that's an easy cleanup, or I don't know if that's clean, but in any case, yeah. Yeah, and then for this function, yeah, I call it add. I have an S, that is new S. I have the length, I have the score, and this is best is for adding, so maybe we'll go over later. But the idea is that, okay, it's basically like a sweep line, right? And maybe I'll draw it out real quick, because if you're watching this video now, then maybe you want to see it. Oh, you actually want, and you know, hopefully this helps. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. But the idea is that you have some string, right? You have some string, and this is a very common idea, so definitely pay attention to some, and then maybe some other stuff, right? And T, C, this is a terrible C, but maybe C, T, T, C, C, T, something like this, right? I don't know. And then the idea here is that, okay, if you, basically the sweep line is that if you sweep here, meaning that you want to add a C here, then now it's just the number of L's on the left side and the number of T's on the right side, right? Because then now the number of combination with this C in the middle, yeah, is that, you know, let's say we have 5 L's on the left side and you have 10 T's on the right side, then this is just 50 combination with C in the middle. And then just kind of keep track of that. And then one more thing that I kind of did was that, okay, well, so there's two things, right? So this kind of, you do this, I kind of messed up the order of explaining it, I think. What I mean to say is that, okay, this is if we add this C here, right? So this is 50 if we add the C here. That's basically the idea. Otherwise, the rest of the algorithm is just counting the number of total ones, right? Which is that, which is also similar to this idea here, really, which is that, okay, let's say we go from left to right, we see the C, we go, well, the C, how many L's on the left and how many T's on the right side, and then just kind of count them and then multiply them. That's basically the entire idea for this one. Just kind of, yeah. Just kind of put them together in that way, and that's basically the idea. I think I did kind of was too clever. So my first wrong answer was that I had something like this, which I was like, oh yeah, with C, put it in the middle. But then, oh yeah, okay. So without the C part, this is how you would do it. Like I said, you just count the number of L's on the left side and the T on the right side. And then to add the add part, I just go, okay, well, we want to, if we add it here, then this is the best score, right? Which is that you have L's on the left, T's on the right, and then we just want to max over the best of all the scores so that we can add it later, right? But this was a mistake, of course, because for some reason, I don't know why, I wrote, if we add it here, only for a C, right? You can add it anywhere. You can add it, you could just add it before every letter and before and after every letter. So that would be, I would say, probably a cleaner way of doing it. Yeah, just before and after. And you can also just choose one direction. Like for example, you could probably take this out, and then as a result, then now you could parse this afterwards, right? So that's fine too. Yeah. So that's it. Excuse me, jeez. Yeah, the idea is kind of brute force in a way of adding C everywhere. And of course, you can also add the L and the T everywhere, but you can see that I manually keep track of L's and T's on the left and L's on the left and T's on the right. But yeah, but of course, like I said, yeah, it's a little bit, you can add the L's, but then you have to keep track of C's to the right or something, and then in order, which is way more complicated to implement. But just knowing this makes it easier. Same reason for T. And that's it. That's what I have for this one. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. And you can watch me solve it live during the virtual contest now. Okay, good. Max number of subsequence after 1 and 2. Man, these titles are getting ridiculous. But okay. You're allowed to one applicant. Okay. Return the maximum number of LCT subsequence that can form after one insertion. I mean, clearly you want to remove, either add an L or a C or a T. So the L you would always put in the beginning, T you always put in the end. C, maybe you have to brute force, like you try all of them. Can you try all of them in a fast way? Actually, I'm confused why this is hard, but because the C, you just prefix it, right? So okay, yeah, I think this is probably right. But all right, so then, yeah, okay. Score, can call everything score. Let's just say we have. Let's go best. So how do I say it? So for every L, no, I mean you just do it the same way, right? Yeah, I'm just being slow. Okay. So yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm just being dumb. I think this is a dumb problem. Maybe that's why. Okay, so let's just, because I'm trying to solve two things at the same time, and it shouldn't. Okay. T is naming things is hard. L00, right? Actually, so then we want to say, yeah, if S of I is C, then we want to say score we added by the number of things on the left plus times number of t's, and that's it. Else if this is where having a case statement would be nice, but anyway. Now we go L plus S. Right. Plus T, and this is false, and then S true, right? And true is if we add it here, right? Oh, true is if we find the maximal place to add it, right? So then maybe we have a best here. So something like that. 240. Am I not super confident about this, and we probably could do some F maxing. But I think I'm ready to YOLO. I mean, I think if I get it wrong, then it's a misunderstanding of the problem. Oh no, this is bad. I mean, yeah, I kind of got lazy here, honestly, because it doesn't have. We don't always own. Yeah, we needed this in everywhere, not just here. I think that's the issue. So we inserted. The timing is tricky. I mean, okay. I mean, this is just really dumb because we want to try it before and after. And if this is an L, we want to try to add it after. And if this is a T, we try to do it before, right? Why is that paste so weird? So that it's which is fine. And then just in general, I think, yeah, that is just dumb. Maybe I should, YOLO submit, please. Okay, yeah, the dumb part is that honestly, I was like, as I was submitting, I'm like, maybe, I think I should have tested that case, literally, or close to it, but sometimes happen. That took 6 minutes. I didn't think I was that slow, but these days I am a slow old man. Okay. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, join me on Discord. Let me know what you think about this problem, this contest, everything in between. Stay good, stay healthy to your mental health. I'll see y'all later and take care. Bye-bye.